All right, guys, today we finally got a use for this old walnut log. I'm hoping it's still going to be good, but we're going to cut some 2x4s and use it as braces on our new woodworkers bench that we're building. So we're going to cut, I don't know how many 2x4s we'll get. We probably won't need as many as we're going to cut, but I may try to cut some live edge out of it too. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to cut some live edge off the edge, and then we're going to cut 2x4s. So let's see how many live edge we get and how many 2x4s. On the live edge, we're going to go 1.5 inch thick. People like that for the charcuterie boards. Now let's take a look at the grain on this first piece. You can see kind of got a green tint to it. That's gonna that'll darken up, but you can see it there. Some pretty wood. That'll make that piece right there will make a good charcuterie board. That white edge, I think it's kind of rotten though, so everything in white feels rotten, so we probably won't get anything from that. Nothing like walnut smell, but let's let you look at this piece, this next piece. Now that's a little better piece there. Let me clean it off and I'll come back to you. Now you can see the grain on this thing, how pretty it is. But again, the edge is soft. So, you know, you want to cut these trees as quick as possible once they're down. So this one, we're going to probably get, you know, anything that looks dark is going to be good wood, but anything else is probably going to be a little bit too soft. But we'll see. That's some pretty wood, though. This, I'm going to flip it over, and I'll let you see the next piece when we flip it over. Now I've obviously let this tree go a little long, but it's a little harder on this side, so we might can get something out of this board. But you can see how pretty that wood grain is. And it, again, looks green, but it'll turn black. Just like, you know, it's black walnut, so it'll turn black. And so, you know, white oak kind of turns whiter, and black walnut, it's kind of green and it turns a lot blacker. But that's gonna make a good charcuterie board there. When you're cutting this wood, every piece is a surprise. Let's see what we get out of this one. We'll get this cleaned off for you and see what this looks like. This one has a little bit of crack in there, but man, that's some pretty wood. And I'll get some water for you to show you kind of what it's going to look like. You can see that wood grain. It's going to darken up some a little bit, but you can see with that water on there what it looks like. I think we'll get 1 or 2 more live edge and then we'll get our 2x4s. See what we get out of this one. Thing's getting pretty wide. I don't have my tape measure with me, but it's probably 13, 14 inches. This would be good for a table entryway, a live edge entryway table or something. The grain on this is just remarkable. You see this knot here. This is some awesome wood. So I'm gonna try to center that pith, so I'm gonna flip it back over and see where I'm at. Like I said, I want to be at 4. This side needs to be a little bit more cut off anyway, because that place where that bad spot on it. Let's see. All right. Let's see what we go down to this time. That's about where we want to be. That's some awesome looking wood there. Live edge, black walnut. The timber company, I think, pushed it over, or either it fell. It's probably, I mean, it's probably 5 years old, but it's been off the ground. You can see it's kind of mushy on the edge, but the closer you get to that black, it's fine. So we may not be able to get much out of it as far as live edge, but man, that's some pretty wood. Now we're gonna cut this thing up into 2x4s. This one's gonna be nice. We'll be able to use it. It does have a spot here, but we can probably cut around that because we're not going to use the whole thing. It's going to be for a brace. And this one, I think we can use some of it too. Especially on this side, I can face it in. So we're cutting these things a true 2 inches. You won't find that at Lowe's. So this is what we got out of that small log that was probably only 15, 16 inches wide. I mean, it's 15 or 16 inches in diameter. But we'll probably stack these live edge pieces and let them dry for a while, but 2x4s we'll use pretty quick. But you can get a pretty good bit of lumber out of one log if you plan it out right. Now this is going to make some pretty good charcuterie boards if the edge will allow me to. If not, you know, we can make furniture out of it or whatever, just cut the middle out of it. But the key here, and one key point I want to point out is when you get a log down, you got to get that thing off the ground. This thing's been, I mean, it's 3 or 4 years old probably. And I don't know how old it was. I mean, it's probably 2 years old since I got it. I don't know how long before that it was down. So it's really not that good of a log. But, you know, we're going to be able to use it. And I try to use everything if I can, but I wish the edges were better. A lot of that will sand off pretty easy, and you can get to the core. You got to wear a mask because this walnut can be dangerous. But anyway, if you enjoyed the show, hit the like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.